My name is Benedict Owusu. You're still here on the AM show. We talk some sports, and last night was a night for Cristiano Ronaldo. He won the Ballon d'Or for the 4th time in his career. Lionel Messi came second. He has already won it 5. So between Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, they've won it 9 times, and will do more after the local piece of news. Also, Riyad Mahrez was crowned the BBC African Footballer of the Year ahead of Sadio Mane, Andre Ayew, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and we'll do that as well. But before, yesterday, the Ghana Football Association, held their ordinary congress at the Ghana School of Excellence in Pram Pram. The congressmen conveyed there to listen to the FA president, who gave his opening remarks, as well as Neil Lanti van der Poel, his sports minister. But he couldn't join them, but rather he sent his chief director, that's Frank Quist, to deliver a speech on his behalf. I was there and came through with this report. The Congress began with an address from the Football Association President Kwesi Nyantakyi. Among all the things he said, it looks like congressmen were so much interested in the StarTimes sponsorship deal. Lots of questions came through, from monies to those that brokered the deal to the best of coverage they look forward to having. Nyantakyi took time to address some of the issues.
The sponsorship amount for StarTimes, which is $17.9 million over 10 years, it's not equivalent to $1.7 million a year. That is not the agreement we reached. For the first 3 years, we'll be getting $1,250,000. For the next 3 years, we'll be getting $1,800,000. And for the next 4 years, we'll be getting $2,200,000. That is how it's been progressive. The reason is that although the dollar will suffer insignificant depreciation over the period, we wanted to take care of any eventuality like inflation over the period. So we did it to take care of that, and also cost of living and cost of running our clubs. But the sponsorship from StarTimes is not a total sponsorship of all the products that have been labeled under it. This is just for broadcasts, media activities. We have the opportunity to attract other category sponsors. We are yet to have title sponsor for the league. For Division 1, we have one. For women's football, we don't have a title sponsor. And all these people are at liberty to come on board. In addition to that, we can have category sponsors, airline sponsor, vehicle sponsor, brewery sponsor, telecommunications sponsor, and so forth and so on. So the door is not shut to other sponsors from coming on board.
Most people were waiting to hear the FA president announce the start date for the new Ghana Premier League season. But Mr. Nyantakyi noted the executive committee are yet to take a decision on that.
A definite date, I can't confirm now. We have another extraordinary congress, but the season will start next year. There are 2 propositions, either to start in January or to start after the Nations Cup in March. We will consider that and take a decision before the end of the year.
Youth and Sports Minister Neil Lanti van der Poel couldn't attend the Congress, one which looks like his last as sector minister. In his absence, Chief Director of the Ministry, Frank Quist, read a speech on his behalf where he praised the Ghana FA for developing women's football. He also urged the association to look for sponsorship for the various national teams, as well as advising the Premier League clubs to also look for their sponsorship. In terms of amendments to their regulations and statutes, the FA this time did not amend any of their rules. Well, we still stay with local football. Lots of reactions have come in following Dreams FC's decision to comply with the appeals committee ruling on their case with Tema Youth. Now, Dreams FC, who have been demoted to the Division 1 for using an unqualified player in a Division 1 league game against Tema Youth 2 seasons ago, released a statement yesterday that they will not contest the decision. For administrative manager of the club, Aminu Shadow, this decision will not affect the club anyway.
What if we had gotten relegated too? We still have to play in the lower division. There are big clubs all around the world who have tasted one way or the other situations such as of which we find ourselves in. Ours is to just keep ourselves motivated. Of course, we know as management we have a lot of work ahead of us in psyching our boys and letting them know they are as good as any other player in the Premier League. If really indeed they are that good, they should go and show it in Division 1. And then if they are able to do that, we have no doubt at all that we'll find ourselves back to where we belong.
Players you signed came in, they knew they were coming to play in the Premier League. Now they would have to endure this and go to Division 1. Have you psyched them up, and are they ready to do it?
That's why I admitted to you that management have a lot of work to do in trying to get our players psyched up. I don't see it as a problem. I rather see it as an opportunity. It's an opportunity for us, for our players, especially the young ones that we are promoting to our team, to develop themselves so that hopefully by next season, if all things being equal, then by the grace of God, we are able to find ourselves back into the top flight. We would even be better prepared to even face the demands of Premier League football. We know we do. We know we belong in the top flight. We know very well that we belong there. We just have to go and show it and work hard and come to where we belong.
Aminu Shado is administrative manager of Dreams FC. Meanwhile, chief executive officer of Aduana Stars, Albert Komi, has congratulated the leadership and management of the club for accepting the verdict of the appeals committee.
It's not an easy decision they've made. They've shown maturity, and deep down my heart, I've respected them. Because he and his team have to sit and go through this difficult time, and they've accepted it. They've shown love for football. They've shown that they are capable of making sure that they help Ghana football to go forward. It might look as if they are defeated, but for me, it's a win-win situation. And if people can comply with our laws, no matter how difficult it is, we'll go forward.
So that was Albert Komi, he's CEO of Aduana Stars. Aduana Stars won the G6 tournament that ended some few weeks ago. But we'll move on, and this time we'll do some international stories. And as I noted in my intro, Cristiano Ronaldo last night was crowned as, the king of world football. That's the 2016 Ballon d'Or. Now, the Ballon d'Or is not like as it used to be. In previous times it was with the FIFA award, so it was FIFA Ballon d'Or. But this time FIFA will do their own awards night, which they will award the FIFA Player of the Year, and the Ballon d'Or has gone back to its original state, where you have a French football magazine awarding this award. And Cristiano Ronaldo came tops. He beat Lionel Messi and Antoine. Ronaldo's fourth Ballon d'Or title. Lionel Messi has won 5, and Antoine Griezmann made the third. Well, if you in our later bulletins, we'll bring you the full list of the pairings. Paul Pogba placed 13th, Zlatan Ibrahimovic was 18th, and an African this time was in the first 10. That's Riyad Mahrez, who played his club football for Leicester City. He is from Algeria. He was 7th on this very short list. But Riyad Mahrez still, will be here. And yesterday he was crowned the BBC African Footballer of the Year ahead of Andre Ayew, Sadio Mane. Fans from across the world voted for the Algeria and Leicester City midfielder. And I was mentioning the players that he beat them: Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who plays his club football for Borussia Dortmund with Gabon; Andre Ayew of Ghana with West Ham United; and Sadio Mane plays his club football. He is with Liverpool from Senegal, and Yaya Toure with Manchester City. Now, Mahrez told the BBC that this award, that's the BBC African Footballer of the Year award, means a lot to him. So Riyad Mahrez is the latest BBC African Footballer of the Year. Remember, the CAF Player of the Year is also coming up. That will happen in Abuja, Nigeria on January 5, and he is in that shortlist as well with Andre Ayew, and there is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang as well as Sadio Mane. Andre Ayew is not in the shortlist. The 3-man shortlist is Sadio Mane, as I noted, plays his club football with Liverpool from Senegal, and Riyad Mahrez is in there. He won the English Premier League title with Leicester City, and also Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who is with Borussia Dortmund, and he is the reigning African Footballer of the Year. Now, we do the Spanish La Liga, and last night one game was played. Villarreal defeated out of sort Atletico Madrid by 3-0 at the El Madrigal. Villarreal won that game by 3-0, and that's how we end Sports here on AM Show. My name is Benedict Owusu. There's more sports news on the My Joy online sports page. Keep following us on Twitter at Joy Sports GH, on Facebook as at Joy Sports. The show continues after this short break. Stay tuned.